U.S is not United States. U.S is Union States. And then if you do your research on the Union States, you'll find out about the Articles of Association. You'll find out about the Articles of Incorporation. You'll find out about the Declaration of Independence and the United States of America for Constitution. The reason why this is important is because every nation on the planet has suffered slavery. So every nation has been enslaved by another nation. Everywhere on the globe. Like every nation. Like no nation has not been a slave to some other nation. And the reason why the people which make up nations become slaves is because their citizenship is corporate. Everybody understand so far? So when corporate citizens try to exercise rights, it's almost like there's no remedy for corporate citizens, because corporate citizens are artificial people, and in law, an artificial person is called a straw man. Everybody seen Wizard of Oz? The straw man and the Wizard of Oz? Right? So, just to recap, CIK number 0000230098. Everybody heard about United States Securities and Exchange Commission. So they're legit. It's not just something I'm making up. If you go on their website and put in that number, it'll tell you that Canada is a private corporation owned by the United States, and that Canada's office is in Washington, D.C. And the logo for Canada Corporation is the maple leaf, with the two red things on the side. And anytime you try to use that, the government of Canada will want to sue you, because that's their private property. Corporate citizens have no rights whatsoever. They're not protected by anything. There's nobody that's going to come and help them, which is why Negroes, blacks, colored people are in the position that they're in as a victim all the time. Because their position, another law term, is stateless. And the corporation called Canada did not sign on or did not even get involved in the convention of stateless people that the United Nations had. So there was a convention called the Convention of Stateless People that everybody on the planet that started the UN was invited to. And Canada said they're not going to. Which tells us that they're in favor of stateless people. And if you're stateless, then you're a corporate citizen. And if you're a corporate citizen, you have no rights. So now we know why we don't get anywhere. Because we're property of this private corporation. Everybody clear? So, that's the big jurisdiction of Canada. So when you see province of or city of, that's a private corporation. That's under the bigger corporation of the government of Canada. And to prove this, you go on a website called Dun and Bradstreet. And every corporation has to register with them. So if you go to Dun and Bradstreet and you put in any province of, city of, court of, superior court of, Ontario court of, in Dun and Bradstreet, it'll tell you that that's a private corporation. Bradshaw? Bradstreet or Bradshaw? Check both of them. Dun and Bradstreet or Dun and Bradshaw. City of the corporation, province of the corporation. So right now you're not in the city of Scarborough. You're in Scarborough territory. And in order to get ourselves out of this corporate status, we have to change our language. And change our language doesn't mean pick up a different language, which was our misconception about, well, why you guys speak in the English language? You need to change your language. And then we go and learn something else, but we're still dealing with these corporate principles in this other language. Because every nation on the planet suffered slavery. And there's no way out of this other than following the prophet that was sent to redeem the people from their sinful ways so that they wouldn't be subject to slavery anymore. So the purpose of correcting the black status is to get people who are, like the sergeant was saying, who are on the forerunners concept of things, to elevate themselves to a level where they look at everything from an act law perspective. So we don't want to be vague, because law is specific. If you say identity at law, that means evidence. And evidence is made up of exhibits for your case. And if your evidence is fraudulent, or if your evidence is not right, then they're not going to adjudicate in your favor. Just like Dred Scott. The evidence against Dred Scott is that he was Scott, saying that he was free to move from state to state, but your name's Scott. How could you be free and you look like me, but your name's